Hello everyone. So this is the second video, and in this video I will talk about that exactly in the initial stage how I was working on my English skills. So basically when I started earlier, so at that time I have already told you in the previous video that my English skills were so bad that I was not even able to understand the sixth class levels of books. So I started reading basically NCERTs, and I can tell you that if you start reading, then it can also improve your understanding of the grammatical skills, and that is actually required if you want to speak correctly, right? So basically at that time, basically my understanding, my thought was that I did not want to improve my English just so that I can speak anyhow, but at the same time I just wanted to make sure that if in the future I will speak fluently, so I will also speak correctly. So I was working constantly on my grammatical skills as well as. But I want to tell you that if you are starting, then actually I can tell you that this is a mistakes that many learners do, that in the initial stage they think too much about grammars and they start reading some grammar books. Do not do this kind of mistakes. In the initial stage, don't focus on any kind of grammar books, just start reading and start listening something. This is the two input parts. If you really serious about this language, then just work on these two input parts. After sometimes you will feel that you are so much confident then that you can speak on that kind of topics for sometimes, and it can improve your understanding of the subject. It can really improve your communication skills, and at the same times you will have some list of the vocabulary that while speaking you can use. The second thing that is really helpful is that while walking or while doing any kind of physical activities, start listening to podcast. Podcast can be really helpful, and right now we have the opportunity that we can, there are many YouTube channels that have uploaded several podcasts, that after watching the podcast you can also have the transcript of that podcast, so that you can read the transcript and write down the vocabulary that you have not understand in the initial part, and then you can work on that. The third thing, and I think it is one of the most important criteria if you are really serious about your English journey, is that do it every day. I think consistency is the key. If you are consistent while your journey in your journey, then obviously after sometimes you will feel that you are improving. But if you feel that today I will read some few pages, but after just and after 4 days I will again read something, that is not going to improve. Suppose you have you are working somewhere, and suppose that you are a student and you have already some other things to do and you don't have enough time to improve your English communication skills, then even prioritize, even give even 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I think that is possible for everyone, no matter how busy you are in your life. Then start giving, I mean while doing some physical activities. Suppose that you have just wake up and you have started working on like day-to-day activities. So at that time put the headphones in your ear and start listening to some podcast. That can really improve. After sometimes when you are free, then start reading the transcript. That can really be helpful. But after all these things, one of the important key that many people miss is that they never work on the output part. Don't forget to do that in your life. Every day start speaking even for 5 minutes. Just starting is very important, guys. If you are not speaking for the 5 minutes, then obviously after sometimes you will feel that you are not improving, no matter how much input part you will do. I mean input part is the, I am talking about reading and listening. If you are listening so much that, and if you are not speaking even for 5 minutes, then obviously you are not going to improve. So definitely you have to work on your output part as well. So every day work on, even for 5 minutes. Suppose that if you are speaking for 5 minutes, then you are far ahead as compared to the other people who are just thinking but they are not doing any kind of practice in their own life, and that can be really helpful, guys. Thank you so much, and in the coming videos I will talk about the exact framework that has been applied by me, and if you apply the same principle, that can be really helpful for you. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys.